It's the IlliniGuys. Glad you're still with us here, Larry, Mike, and Brad, as we talk a little college football to start here. I want everyone to seriously to really think about just where you are in your life and are you ready for the second coming because it may be coming soon of what just happened down in South Carolina. Nothing with the Gamecocks. We talked about them, Illinois bowl game. Yeah, Clemson coach Dabo Swinney did something that he never does. He actually went into the portal to get a player. I, I'm
Well,
I'm
uh,
afraid.
you know what? It was inevitable. It was going to happen. I think the kid came and Dabo didn't even know it, and then he just didn't want to take this scholarship away. There's
Yeah, I wonder was Dabo even involved in this? Maybe they just did it behind his back.
They didn't tell him.
They
They
told
didn't
him
tell him.
they told him he was a high school player. They lied.
There we are.
Well, hey, whatever works.
The kid was in a bar and having a beer, and Dabble said, "Wait a minute, thought he's underage." Oh,
Yeah. Well, he goes to one of them high schools where you go to 21.
there,
Oh, okay.
there you go. Exactly. Yeah.
Just tell him he's a foreign exchange student.
Well, if he's from Europe, it's okay. You can take guys from Europe and Canada, and
Yeah,
whatever. That's good.
For those who don't know, Dabble Swinney is somebody who just is like very averse to the idea of the portal transfer. So, but he actually dabbled now in the portal, if you will. So, all right, some other coaching news. Hey, Notre Dame. 3 months ago, certain Notre Dame fans were saying that Marcus Freeman would be out after they lost to Northern Illinois. But au contraire, my frere, he actually signed an extension. He's going to be around. No, I'm just giving you a hard time. Notre Dame fans were upset, obviously, after that. But what a great job that Freeman's done getting Notre Dame in the playoff, and he's rewarded with more money and more years on his contract.
And they've won most of these games since Northern Illinois pretty handily. I mean,
Yeah.
they've been really impressive in their wins. So kudos to what he's been able to do, because there are two ways. You can have a situation where you rally the troops and everybody gets back on the same page, or it can spiral downhill and you can start questioning yourself. So give Marcus Freeman credit for getting this team together and bringing them back. And, do I think they're, legitimately, a top 3 team? I don't, but they did enough. Right. And, so I think they're in a good spot to maybe win a game. Indiana is a matchup they can maybe win. And if they do, then, there you go.
yeah. I think he deserves it after the humiliating loss to Northern Illinois. The team has turned around and has had a very similar season to what Indiana's done. They've beaten the snot out of people week in and week out. So I don't think you can complain too much about Marcus Freeman. I think you have to there's just no point in repeating that they lost to Northern Illinois in humiliating fashion, for a Notre Dame fan. You don't want to say that to them. But other than that, he's been a really good coach, except for that defeat to Northern Illinois.
It's so enjoyable, though, Mike. It really is enjoyable. Our producer, Tony Cordero, loves us right now, doesn't he?
He is staying silent, staying out of it. He's sending us a
that
note.
hallowed voice is not happening.
Lightning is coming.
That's exactly.
I don't want to get smited here.
No, yeah. Move over to this side of the room here. Exactly. Some other coaching news. So while they're giving Marcus Freeman more money, Mike Norvell at Florida State is giving money back, not just because they were horrible in 2024. This is
but
one of
because
these things,
they made him.
Exactly. They said, here's the deal. Give us half that money back or else. He is restructuring his deal, $4.5 million contribution. This all part of that, the settlement that's going to, schools have got to pay up like at least $20 million, to players. And so we've seen this happen a couple of other places before. He's giving $4.5 million back in sort of a reallocation of funds, if you will, as part of this. Now he was like making $10 million. So, okay, he's going to go back down to, to $5 million, I guess, but still it's a big deal.
It's
huge.
It's really wild to think about this, but here's my question to you guys. If they'd have gone like 10-2, do you think he'd had to give $4.5 million back?
No.
The fact that they were 2-10.
Yeah. Little PR, little good PR.
Yeah. Well, when you get a massive contract and then pump out 2 wins in year one, it leads to some really weird situations.
He's just, hey, I'm telling you what, this dude fell as fast as Hans Gruber fell off the Nakatomi Plaza
Maybe
in
faster.
1988, maybe faster. I mean, it was quick right there. I got a little Hans Gruber advent calendar or thing dropping down, and I'm telling you, this was him. This is Mike. I'm gonna change Mike Norvell, put his face on there.
And by the way, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I just like to throw that out
Of
there,
course it
folks.
is.
Oh boy.
Of course it is.
Yes. Yes. What a
We
show.
did.
Joe
We
Boo, our producer Tony says, yeah, Joe Boo and Hans Gruber in the same show. We are on fire this week. There's no question at all.
Tony's
Yeah.
resignation letter is in the mail.
Exactly. I didn't sign up for this. But Norvell, there's no question about that. And
He
again,
feels like Florida State.
that's right. Well, that's the thing. Not only are they losing, but we talked about this earlier. I saw the game they lost at home. I think it was against Memphis. They're not even selling out Doak Campbell Stadium. And
Well, they're not competitive even. I mean, they're not.
Yeah.
They weren't even competitive this year.
no, but this is even early back in September before they were really bad. I mean, they had the top 15 rows it just curtained off, blocked off. You couldn't get to it. I mean, it was stunning to see that you're going back to the pre-Bobby Bowden days when you were getting 40,000 in the house. I mean, look at all the times they couldn't expand that stadium fast enough, and yet now a ton of empty seats down there. So, all right, we've covered that. We'll talk more football with Cole Thompson up next.